Hello everybody. I've been asked to do a little selection of some Gary Glitter drum tracks. It's going to be a very short little montage I'm going to do. I'm Martin Clapson, commonly known as The Animal in the old days with Gary. I was Gary's drummer for the last 10 years of all the big tours. Started in '88, finished as you know in '97 at that huge arena in Manchester. Very sad, we knew it was the end. So I'm going to give you a little montage of a few drum patterns. I've got a very small kit set up here. It's not like playing the arenas we used to do where I could smash hell out of them, hence the name Animal. My first tour, there was always two drummers. Gary always had two drummers. First tour we had Denise, the girl school supported us, and Denise, we used her on drums. Second year we went back to John Tonks, who had blown us out the year before to do a tour of Russia with Bonnie Tyler. So he came back in on the second tour, but I was in on number one drums because it was two different drum parts. So I played the main part and the other drummers played quite often different rhythms. Very cleverly written by Mike Leander, and apparently he drummed on these tracks originally. And they're two drum parts, so very, very clever what he put together. Not all of them, but some of them. And finishing up the last, what would it be, 8 tours with a good old friend of mine, Andy Edgeworth, commonly known as Pinhead. And we did the last run of the tours. My first gig with Gary was in '88 in Germany, as it happens. We did the one in Germany. All of them, as you know, was based around Christmas time. We did do the occasional summer things. We did some American stuff, the World Cup in America in '94. We went to Dubai and Abu Dhabi in '92. That was very memorable. Fantastic year for all of us because we did 2 tours that year, consecutive tours. Our tour manager, Gus Douglas, got us to tour as a backing band, the first backing band for Take That. We did Take That, we had a couple of days off, and then we went straight into rehearsals for Gary's tour. That was '92. Finishing, fantastic, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, which there's some fantastic stories I can tell you about just that one trip alone. You know, I think we had about 4 flights in a day. It was just mayhem. It was like party time. They're all good memories. You know, you can never get them back. I can never get a gig like Gary's. So I'm going to give you a little montage. Anyone that wants a little bit more, I can do more at another time. You know. So I've got a very small kit, so I'm going to have to analyse the 2 parts in one. Starting off, we always started the show, as any Glitter fan would know. Whatever the intro was, we had some great intros out there, you know, real clever ones that Mark Pearson wrote. But the first Glitter track was this one. I think you'll recognise it. To be honest, that's all it is. That's Rock and Roll Part 2, which is pretty much the same as Rock and Roll Part 1. So that's what we did there. We just smashed the hell out of them for probably a few minutes. Different running orders, obviously, every year, but quite often we went into this one. I had to make a few notes because it was a few years ago that we did this. '97, 2000, 23 years since I've done all this. 97, 2000, yeah, 23 years. Right, didn't know I loved you till I saw you rock and roll. Ta-da! Didn't know I loved you till I saw you rock and roll. I think you know that one. Right. Hello, hello, I'm back again. Great track. Oasis sort of nicked this off us. We used to start it off with, let me think, I haven't practiced this. Hello, hello, good to be back, good to be back. fantastic track. I mean, these are classics, aren't they? Timeless. Right, another one. Now, we didn't do this the last few tours for some reason. I don't know why. I never asked Gary why, and it was a Christmas tour as a general rule, but we never used to do it. So it was, it's Christmas, it's Christmas, it's Christmas, like the night, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da, please don't look, da-da-da-da, rock and roll, Christmas, another Christmas, rock and roll, keeping it short and sweet here, more for the neighbours in this lockdown. Right, there's a rock and roll Christmas. How about this one? You know it, because it's classic. You love me true love, I love you, love me. That was always a little bit milked. He loved throwing out the roses, which could take up to felt like a day. Could have been 10 minutes actually, but anyway, it was a long intro. So that's I Love You Love. This was my favourite. Now this is a classic example of two drum parts put together. I'll show you it as the one part if I can, and I'll show you the two parts put together. The most beautiful thing for me to play. I've never had a better rhythm to play. Something about it. Touch me! Did you miss me? Now this is the two drum patterns. Mine was the classic. Simplicity, but fantastic. Something nice for me anyway. Very tribally. Now Pinhead, or whoever's on drums second to me, this is unbelievable. This is what they played. I've only got the two toms here, but they're playing. And I was going mix of two. Just for a bit of fun in rehearsals, myself and Pinhead, we used to swap and change parts, you know, just mucking about. There's loads of other stories I'm missing out as I go along here, but that may be for another day. Okay, that's Do You Want to Touch Me, my favourite of all time. But finishing off with the classic, we didn't always finish the show off with this. We always finished off with Scotland Are Brave, as you know, and the 1812 Overture, which we started off with, you know. And then Mark used to finish da ding 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 on his own, and that was the end of a lot of the tours. Leader of the gang. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Did you miss me yet? Hang my picture. Well, that's a brief rundown. I'll have a little chat to you in a minute. Okay, everybody, thanks for listening and watching. That was about 10 minutes of all the classics in there. Probably missed a few out along the way, but it just goes to show just how many good ones Gary had, you know. Sadly missed. But there you go. If anyone wants drum tuitions, by the way, I'll take this opportunity to say that I do teach privately here in my drum studio in Billericay, in Essex. But I've also recently been doing online lessons. So, you know, through social media, we could do it, Skype it, or whatever you want. I can do like half-hour lessons, beginners or advanced. I could show you all them classic glitter tracks in detail, and of course I could show you any type band that you're into, teach you them specific tracks. So if you want to contact Paul at the fan club, I'm sure he'll pass on all my details. So anyway, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the lockdown, however long that lasts for. I will be teaching online even after this ridiculous lockdown. Good job we wasn't about to go on tour, because that would have been another little blow, wouldn't it? But anyway, have a rock and roll Christmas. Thank you from the one and only Animal. Adios.